understanding, they could move over to 7th Street and just plow down, right? So that's kind of the catch-22 of it. So I think I've addressed, you know, the need that they're not stopping. That way Lance wouldn't have to police that. You hit one of those, that'll make you slow down, number one. Number two, it could be removed if there is a issue with the snow removal, ice removal. Number three, we could take no action at all and do nothing, okay? Because they could just move over a block anyway. So I would like to see them placed in just to see if it works. And so anyway, I'm gonna put a motion on the floor for 4 speed bumps and 4 signs.
Does Lance wanna say something first? Lance, do you wanna say something first?
I mean, I guess,
You seem to have a thought brewing in your head.
no, I guess, I mean, I don't know what the right answer is, the wrong answer, I don't know, it's your guys' decision, and I'll, you know, whatever you guys decide to do is up to you guys, I guess, I don't know if there's gonna be people that are gonna be upset about that or happy about that, I mean, who knows? I guess I have no idea. No, I guess, like I said, it's your guys' call, and I'll do whatever you want me to do.
I honestly think they're just gonna move to 7th Street.
Justin, what's your thoughts?
There's no stop sign.
Well, I mean,
Be honest.
if if there's a way you can remove them from snow removal, that's the only real issue I have. But like I said, they're just gonna go to 7th Street or 6th Street even.
Right,
And
exactly.
fly down there.
Well, on 7th Street, there's enough potholes to slow them down, and there's
Well,
no
hopefully we get
daycare.
them fixed.
There's no daycare on 7th Street, and there's
that
no
was my-
elementary school on 7th Street.
Right, the elementary and the daycare is what comes.
And they
into
already
play.
drive like bats out of hell.
But you know, I did a survey a year ago on the sidewalk down there, and I sat by the Wee Saints, behind the bushes, so the cars didn't even see me sitting there. I was down there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I went back when school let out. Every single car stopped by the daycare.
I was
So,
at my,
that
I
was
was at my
one stop
son's 2
sign.
weeks ago, and out of 15 cars, 2 stopped. I was sitting inside their house looking out, and I just counted them. 1, 2, 3,
No.
4, oh, that one stopped.
What's one
5,
me?
and it was, two out of 15 were bad odds. That's the reason I'm bringing it up, because I saw it with my own eyes. I saw them running them.
Okay, I
It's
didn't
not that I
recognize
didn't
it.
see them. My daughter-in-law was complaining, I said, okay, I don't wanna take your word for it, I'll come down. And so I was in the home, I had a day off that day, parked around in the alley, so it didn't look like I had a vehicle there, and stood inside on that big bay window and just counted the cars. I didn't take pictures, I didn't call Lance and tell him to go give him a ticket, right? But I saw him running it. And so I thought, you know, something really does need to be looked at here. So that's the reason I'm bringing it to the council.
I think if we do this, though, we're just gonna move the problem from here over to there, so there's still.
Yeah, you
And that could be.
And the other
I live
question
there, I know.
that I have is all the vehicles, farm vehicles that come in through there, they run 8th Street.
But they're not supposed to.
Well, it doesn't say they can't. You know, so I mean, you got tractors and wagons going down there with those speed bumps and,
Right,
you know, you're.
Well, if they're not supposed to, maybe they'll keep them off it.
well, where are they supposed to go though?
I don't know. She said they're not
There's-
supposed to.
There's supposed to be a certain route, they're supposed to go to the elevators.
Well, you don't want them down 4.
I've never heard of.
Well, see, that's the issue we have, and it's, you know, I mean, some of them do, when they come from the north, they go down 4th, but even from the south,
They go down
go
8.
across that way, you know? So,
Well, I'm gonna put the motion, is there any other discussion? I'm gonna put the motion on the floor to purchase them and to install them.
is this, we can do whatever we want, it doesn't come into where we have to have a, ordinance or anything for that? That would be the other thing. The stop signs we can do as we want, is that right, Lance?
What's that, excuse me?
Stop signs, we can do whatever we don't need to.
I don't think you need an ordinance, I guess I could be wrong, but I don't know why you would have to have an ordinance for that, because if you're gonna pull them out, it's a lot of money wasted if something you're not gonna leave there. Can't you just do it?
Yeah, I'm just asking the question.
That's what I'm thinking, I guess I'm not sure, but that'd be my guess.
then I'll just put a recommendation to the rest of the council.
Is that 500 per speed bump or
No,
everything?
for all
All of them?
all the signs, speed bumps, everything. You know, if it was a big cost issue, I mean, these came from 180 down to 98, and this is, you got about 30 days on that price, and they're gonna go back up, so. I searched an hour finding the lowest price, and the best quality of material, and be able to unbolt them, and all those types of things, so. Some of them are cheaper, some of them, you know, are just rubber, so, anyway. Kids, grandkids are a big thing to me. I got 5 kids, I got 15 grandkids. So it's gonna be on the top of my list. You know, if that could help somebody from going across the daycare and getting hit, I'm all for that. Maybe the painting will be enough.
When are they gonna paint the crosswalk?
But I'm also on the safety, community safety committee. I'm the chair for the first time. Okay, so, you know, that kind of prompted, I felt, and I still feel that I need to make an action, to keep kids safe. The painting certainly will help. These in front of them certainly won't hurt anything.
When will the painting take place?
I think what we were planning on doing is the ones that we put over there on South Main, when the school is still over there, we bought some signs, you know, the triangle signs, the fluorescent with the arrows pointing down. Since obviously there's not a school there, I think our plan was maybe when it's dried up, so we can get paint on there, we're gonna move those signs and paint over there on 8th Street to give the kids a couple of places to cross, and then the cars would see that this is a crosswalk. So basically, what's over there now is move it to 8th Street, since that's where the school is now.
And how many crosswalks are they gonna paint, do you know?
See, that's what I know, we have signs for one for sure, but I think it was just the one.
Yeah.
That was my understanding, we were just gonna do one.
Is that gonna be school? As my understanding is that second stop sign.
That's
On
probably
school.
correct, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was just gonna be
crosswalk
one.
at school.
yeah.
Okay.
And then Franklin would be the one by the daycare. So it's just protecting.
Because there's no sidewalk other than the one up by the daycare, so that's kind of the one we're gonna put it on, because that's the only place they can cross and get on a sidewalk, any place else. I think I think that's what we talked about before, yes. But to answer your question, I think when it dries all up, we're pretty sure there's not gonna be more snow, when it can be dried, and then we can paint.
That's my recommendation, you can move on.
What do we wanna do with it? Did you make that as a motion, Michael?
I did.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor. Knock them down, but leave the dies, or we get a second and vote on it. Do I hear a second?
Is there any way, Lance, I know you can't be everywhere, but is there any way during kind of the school hours, are you, I guess I'm not in town, so I don't know if you're down there at 7:45
And
3
write a
o'clock
few
or-
tickets.
I've had John sit there and we've sat
Okay.
there, and when we're squad cars are around, everybody's stopping.
Okay.
What do you expect? It's a
Yeah.
small
Well,
town.
I would too, if I saw you,
It's a
Lance.
small-
What would you expect?
And you know what? It's gonna happen, and unfortunately, yes, we have people go through stop signs once in a while. Every town has it, no matter if you have 1 officer or 100 officers. It happens every town. All you can do is do your best to try to
Right.
take care of the problem as you see it happen. It's all we can do.
Then we talk about parking the spare car down by our house and just.
I'm not gonna
sit
leave a
there.
squad car someplace though. I mean, I get that idea, but you know, that's still something where I don't know if that's the right idea either, but I appreciate everybody trying to do what's safe, but we also have to do, understand that,
Realistic,
what is realistic here.
realistic.
Yeah, if they see you, they're gonna stop.
Yep, and I've even had John park a couple blocks away and I've hidden on the side streets and watch him, and we have not had any
Real issue.
issues. Just like I said on 4th Street, people stop at the stop sign there too. I mean, that's what people are going to do.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna let it drop as long as we don't have a second, so. Alrighty, the blacktop, the ditch for Horgan, was he gonna be here for this?
He didn't know if he would be or not, but we discussed it with Ben and
Keith Horgan's in front of, on Pleasant Street. He's requesting, well, if we're gonna blacktop the street, was one of his questions, and then he would like to blacktop from his driveway out to the street and then that parking area there.
like a ditch in there.
Do what?
So, and he does have,
Blacktop the driveway.
yeah,
That whole air parking area?
I think
Oh, I'd
that's
like to have that too.
He's gonna pay for
he's
it.
gonna pay for it.
Oh,
Well, I thought it was-
wow, I'd like to put,
And he
Huh?
put a ditch in there.
Yep, so the water can run.
no, I realize that, but,
He does understand that if we have to dig it up, it's his problem, he has to replace it,
correct.
so. I don't know that do we need a motion on that?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to allow him to.
Well, actually, it's city property.
Yeah, we gotta have approval then to do it in the book.
So,
I'll make
Ben,
a
you make a motion?
As long as he understands what he does, that it's all his expense.
He's gotta understand.
He may not do it at the kinds of cost, but, so,
He's got the right.
yeah. So we need a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay. A motion and a second to allow that. Call for the question?
Granville,
Aye.
Grow,
Aye.
Jewel,
Aye.
Ansgar,
Abstain.
Hawk.
Motion approved. Tax abatement for commercial, I think, Ben, you put that on? What's
Yep, that's, something I wanted to roll out. I've been looking at other towns. Kind of what we do right now is we require 5% incremental improvement value, and we do 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, fully taxable on the, 6th year. I wanna look into making that more than 5% and having a couple different options out there. I know the cities that I've looked into have different tiers. They'll do a 5-year, kind of like ours, and then they'll also do a 10-year. With, if it's like a 15% or 20% increase. So like I said, I just wanted to throw that out there. If anybody has any suggestions or inputs, just give it to me.
Can we do a couple ways on this, Tammy?
From what I've seen, we should be able to, and then it's council discretion what they're awarded. So I mean, say a company comes and they are gonna have 10 jobs that pay $20 an hour. We could give them 10 years at whatever. And then if a company comes, they're gonna hire 3 people at $8 an hour, we could give them something that wasn't nearly as good.
So is there is a task force
Yep.
for tax abatement put together?
Yes.
Has it been brought up to that at all?
I don't think they've had a meeting yet,
Okay.
so I just wanted to get
Who's
this
on
out.
that meeting? Oh, Ben, you are, Paul, we're on that meeting again.
So it's
So I
something
wanna-
for businesses, it's kind of calendar.
So it's,
Yeah.
so yeah, I wanna get it out in front of the council in case anybody has different inputs and said I just
So
kinda,
you're just kinda looking to, you ain't looking to act on it right now, you're just
I'm
gonna,
just looking for
ideas?
ideas.
Okay.
Well, can that be presented to that task force committee?
Yep.
So they,
Yep.
cause they're looking at that whole
Yeah, like I said,
abatement thing. So they're supposed
and like I said, I've got a 10-year one here
Who else is
for
on that?
50 and 100%.
And I think I would too.
But, I mean,
Some
Because
towns,
it's a public meeting, so you can go to.
Okay.
some towns do 3 years, 100%. So the task force can say whatever they want, but when it comes down to it,
Well-
this is what's gonna make that decision,
Right.
so.
Right.
But we're also looking for recommendations,
Oh, yeah,
as all
yep,
of us
definitely.
haven't,
Yep.
are digging into that,
Yep.
deep, so, okay,
Okay,
That's
thank you,
all it
Ben.
is.
alright. Budgetary transfer of funds.
it's a resolution, very last page here.
Okay,
It's back, so I just looked it over. It's the one that we do twice a Thanks, year. Bill.
Have a good night, Bill. Watch out for the deer.
yeah, move funds,
We do that, we do it in the budget beginning, transferring in for savings for the equipment and stuff like that, we do it twice a year.
okay,
And then there is a couple extra ones in there that we're moving funds from the general Fourth Street project into the capital project, cause we paid for it already out of the capital project, so we transferred that 11,000 over to make that, and an emergency levy will go into the general fund.
Okay.
And that's just one that we can't do at the end of the year. Otherwise, the other ones are normal ones that we do.
13, right?
13 or
Yep,
14.
this one is
The other one was 15.
14 now,
This is 14.
yeah,
Yeah, the other one was for.
yeah.
Okay. I have a motion on that?
I'll make motion to accept resolution 2018-14 for the transfer of funds.
I'll second.
Need a motion, and second, call for the question?
Kroll.
Aye.
Jewel.
Aye.
Bezdor.
Aye.
Walk.
Aye.
Granville. Aye.
Okay, the Acorn Park decision on the manager's
Skip
compensation.
Skip
No, we.
That was.
She's already here.
I was already here.
Jennifer.
Oh,
done.
Motion to that, isn't it? Yeah, it was kind of
That's
doubled up.
Mitch
in there.
County
Yeah.
EDC.
I didn't
so
really know
that-
what she was gonna.
So,
Alright,
okay. Yeah, there's a question from when Jody resigned, she asked the Acorn Park to pay her for 2 more months. They made the decision that since she resigned, she didn't have it coming. Pat Roy is aware of it, and he feels that they've made the right decision. And I think what we're asking for is, does the council agree with that? That they've done the right thing? I did ask Pat about writing a letter, and he said he didn't want to write a letter to address it. So, the issue they have, from what I understand, they hired that person for the season. And there's not a season definition in that,
The way that,
but they paid her monthly over the year,
she was paid
right?
a salary.
She was paid a salary.
Over a 12-month period,
Yeah,
Well, it says, yeah, that we're paid,
so she really only got paid for like 9 or 10.
10 months.
but she only, but she got paid the actual work time. It
She
doesn't
didn't.
say
She resigned,
in
January
January.
2nd. so she was no longer available for work.
She only get paid
So-
through March.
She wanted to be paid through, was it March? Yeah. So
how many dollars are we talking?
About $10.
So, do we back our?
Does she have a contract?
No,
contract.
no contract.
The Acorn Park Board has agreed not to pay, correct?
They paid her through.
Through January.
Through when she
December.
quit.
Yeah, until she quit. Yeah, she quit.
I mean, my feeling is we have Acorn Park Board for a reason to take care of the situation, we need to
And Pat looked at it too.
honor what they want, I guess. Otherwise, there's no reason to have a park board.
You know, he said, you don't know if they're paid on they're not paid on an hourly basis. So, the overtime really doesn't come into play,
So they're seasonal. so-
because they're seasonal, but
So is that, Tammy, divided up between X amount of months? Is that how she gets paid?
Yes.
Split out between.
So she's salaried from A to B, okay, so
Just
then,
like anyone would be salaried here.
But she quit.
right,
she quit 3
so
months
she
ago.
terminated her employment,
Uh-huh.
Right,
and that's when it should stop. I agree with Mike that that's what the board's
I don't see
for,
why it's even a question.
as long as they're
Well,
not
I think-
appealing to
Shouldn't be a
the
question.
council.
I think what the Acorn Park is wanting us to agree with them, you know, cause she can get an attorney to come after us, you know, and I mean, there's some cost to that too. So, but there's a meeting tomorrow night, and I'm gonna attend it. I was there at the meeting, and we talked, she was at the meeting, and, we were going to talk with Pat and get back to her with a determination.
But there's nothing in writing that says upon termination that salary will stop
Well,
Or continue.
or
Yeah,
continue.
Continue.
Yeah,
you know,
either
that's-
way, so.
I think going forward, the Acorn Park Board
They've
needs to
changed
have
it.
a better,
They have changed
they're
Yeah,
that.
not gonna be-
contract.
they're not
Yeah,
gonna
are
be
the other
salaried
employees
anymore.
contracted?
Pardon?
Are the other employees of Acorn contracted?
No,
They're
it's
hourly, no one's contracted. They're all,
And who's the clubhouse
Candy's-
manager now?
Candy's salaried, but she's not
Candy.
contracted.
Candy's the clubhouse and the grounds
Yes.
Course supervisor.
course supervisor.
she's supervising, so that we don't have a clubhouse manager, so. So I guess, you know,
know that.
I didn't either.
I'll make the motion that we go in agreement with the park board decision and the lawyer's decision and not pay her.
okay, motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion is second, call for the question.
Pearl.
Aye.
Jewel.
Alright,
Ansgar.
Aye.
Walk.
Aye.
Andrew. Aye.
Okay. Deputy clerk position hiring,
Let me take that one.
you take it.
Deadline was March first, we had 28 applicants, I think everybody got the chance to go through those.